الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونؤمن به ونتوكل عليه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهد الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له ونشهد أن سيدنا ونبينا محمدا عبده ورسوله أما بعد عن أمير المؤمنين أبي حفص عمر بن الخطاب رضي الله عنه قال سمعت رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يقول إنما الأعمال بالنيات وإنما لكل امرئ ما نوى فمن كانت هجرته إلى الله ورسوله فهجرته إلى الله ورسوله ومن كانت هجرته لدنيا يصيبها أو امرأة ينكحها فهجرته إلى ما هاجر إليه متفق عليه. My dear brothers and sisters, this is a hadith from Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, narrated by Sayyidina Umar ibn Khattab radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. He said, I heard the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam saying, إِنَّمَا الْأَعْمَالُ بِالنِّيَّاتِ, the actions are guided by intentions. This is a very small hadith, and most of the time we hear the portion of the hadith, إِنَّمَا الْأَعْمَالُ بِالنِّيَّاتِ. In the first portion of this hadith, إِنَّمَا الْأَعْمَالُ بِالنِّيَّاتِ, according to Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal rahimahullah ta'ala, he was a great scholar of hadith. He says, there are hundreds and thousands of ahadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. But as a principle, if you want to pick a couple of them, he said we can pick 4 or 5 ahadith that can cover our whole deen. This is a statement of Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal rahimahullah ta'ala. And according to some, the same statement, Imam Abu Dawud alayhi rahmah, he also had the same statement. They said, if you pick 4 or 5 hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, they can acquire the whole deen. And both of them, they quote this hadith, إِنَّمَا الْأَعْمَالُ بِالنِّيَّاتِ. إِنَّمَا الْأَعْمَالُ بِالنِّيَّاتِ. Our actions are guided by our intention. Why this hadith is important, and why both the great scholars, they pick as a principle. Imagine whatever we do in our life, anything, small or big, everything dependent on intention. Even we are sitting here in the masjid and we're waiting for the Khutba to end and to pray Salatul Jumma. This is again depend on our intention. We are Muslim because of our intention. And someone is non-believer because of intention. Imagine the importance of this hadith. In the time of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they were people, they claim they are Muslims, but they were not counted as Muslims because of the intention. That you are coming to Islam and you're leaving Islam, everything depends on this hadith, إِنَّمَا الْأَعْمَالُ بِالنِّيَّاتِ. This is so initial and crucial hadith in which the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said, whatever you do, even the smallest thing. And now, this is the Riyadus Salihin I'm reading this hadith from. After this hadith, like Imam Nawawi alayhi rahmah, he quoted a couple of the ahadith. If you put those ahadith into perspective, that gives us the bigger picture. And there are things we do not even do just because of your intention, you will be rewarded for. Like Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was coming back from Tabuk. Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he mentioned to Sahaba, there are people who are back in Medina. They are not with us. They did not walk a single step with us. They did not cross any valley with us. But they were all the way. They are participant of Ghazwa Tabuk. They will be rewarded as we will be rewarded. Then the Sahaba Kiram Ridwanullah Ajma'in, they asked, O Prophet of Allah, how is it possible? They were not with us, and we took the pain all the way coming here and going back, and those people staying in Medina and then getting the same reward. Then the Prophet ﷺ mentioned to them, حَبَسَهُمُ الْمَرَضُ. The sickness kept them back in Medina. they had the intention to join us. And some of them, they did not have the means to join us. And they wanted to come with us. Imagine this. From this hadith, the muhaddithin and the fuqaha, they mention it is very important to have your good intention for anything. Good intention. And according to one riwayah, niyatul mu'mini khayrun min amali. The believer's intention, the good intention of a believer is better than his action. Better than his actions. It is hard to understand, it's hard to swallow this hadith. How could it be possible that niyatul mu'min khayrun min amali is better than his amal? Then the Mufassir explain why Prophet ﷺ has mentioned this. Look at this. When you have intention, and intention, this is between you and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. No one is aware of your intention except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah knows your intention, what you have in your heart, why you are doing, what is the motive, what is the reason behind it. Only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will find out. In action, when you do action, we don't know your motive. Because of that, sometimes your action can be wrong, but niyyah, always, your intention always will be right. For the good intention. Niyyatul mu'mini khayrun min amali. Imagine this, the importance of this hadith and the importance of correcting our intention. The same thing applies to our daily life. From the morning till we go to bed, we do many things. We wake up, we go to bathroom, we come out of the bathroom, and we eat, we leave house, we go to work, we come back, and we spend time with the family, everything. If you want to make it, if you want to turn the whole time you are doing all these actions into ibadah, just by changing your intention. Just by changing your intention. I'm going to bed, I will take a rest, because Prophet ﷺ has mentioned, وَإِنَّ لِجَسَدِكَ عَلَيْكَ حَقٍّ. That your body also have a right over you. This is I'm providing the right of my body that I'm going to sleep. When I wake up, I will wake up for Fajr fresh. And the next day I have to work, I will be fresh. This is energy. Look at this, your intention. And the whole night you are sleeping, that is considered as you are worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. As you are engaged in ibadah. And you wake up according to the Sunnah of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and you mention the du'as of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam in the morning. And when you go to the bathroom, either you may enter with the right foot, may you enter with the left foot. But if you just remember how Prophet ﷺ entered the bathroom, he used his left foot to enter the bathroom. Just remember this. And you say dua and you enter this way. Imagine the time you are awake from that time. The two things. Number one, you are getting the reward of the Sunnah of Prophet ﷺ. At the same time, you remember the Prophet ﷺ at that time. From morning to the end, every time, every step you take, just because of your intention, because of this, like some ulama, they mention, what is deen? What is the reality of the deen? The reality of deen is just changing your intention. The changing your intention. Like I said, you do every day. You put on your clothes and you go to work and you leave home, you enter the house. Again, all this happen according to the Sunnah of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Every action of yours becomes deen, and you will be rewarded. And you are remembering the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam on every step. Imagine if you do this on a daily basis, how much love you will develop for the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This is like each and every person can do it. It's easy. We just need to change our intention. It says, إِنَّمَا الْأَعْمَالُ بِالنِّيَّاتِ. And the next sentence the Prophet ﷺ has mentioned, وَإِنَّمَا لِكُلِّ امْرِئٍ مَّا نَوَى فَمَنْ كَانَتْ هِجْرَتُهُ إِلَى اللَّهِ فَهِجْرَتُهُ إِلَى اللَّهِ وَرَسُولِهِ. Each person will receive the reward for what he has intended. Whatever you have intended. Sometimes you do things, but you do not have any intention. In those things, you may not get any reward. You may not get any reward. But if you have intention for reward, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will reward you. And then from this sentence, the ulama, they have mentioned, they said, you're doing one action, you can have multiple intentions. That means one stone, multiple birds. You can kill multiple birds by one stone. And this is what it is. Whatever you do, for example, you are coming to masjid. Today is Friday. And this is a sunnah to come to masjid, pray with jama'ah. And when you come to masjid, you take shower. When you are taking shower, you have intention, because this is a Friday, I'm taking this bath today because it is sunnah of Prophet ﷺ to take bath. And when you take bath, after that you put perfume on. When you're putting perfume on, your intention is, this is the sunnah, to put the perfume on. And the other intention you can have, if I have perfume that cause the other person to smell good. This person, like I will smell good, that person next to me, he will not be harmed by my instinct, like my bad smell. And if you have intention that I'm protecting my neighbor from backbiting, because if I smell bad, he might backbite, like you say, the person who was sitting next to me, he was very like this and that, like smell bad. And you're putting perfume on, and you have multiple intention. When we come to masjid, coming to masjid, number one, to gain the reward, and you are coming here to pray in jama'ah, and then at the same time, you have intention. I see my friends, and say salam to them, and they say salam to me, we will get reward of saying salam, and then reward, replying to salam. And then you have another intention. When I come to masjid, I see my friend, and I ask them how they are doing, how their families are doing. This is also a sunnah of Prophet ﷺ to take care of each other. And you are coming to the masjid with the intention, I pray with Jamaat, if I see someone is in need, I am ready to help them. Even though nobody needs your help, but you get the reward of it. Why? Because you have the intention for it. وَإِنَّمَا لِكُلِّ امْرِئٍ مَّا نَوَىٰ. You have the intention for it. And for us it will be easy. Many of us, like we have a jumper cable in our cars. We don't know when we need it. But when you buy the jumper cable, if you buy the jumper cable with the intention, I'm buying if somebody needs it. And you keep it in your car. If somebody needs it, I'm ready. I have the jumper cable in my car. Imagine you are being rewarded every day, even though nobody asked you. Maybe for the life, nobody asked you if you have a extra jumper cable. But you get the reward. Why? Because your intention was to help somebody. Anything. You just have to change your view, how you look at the thing. This is the deen. This is the reality of deen. And if you want to develop the connection with the Prophet ﷺ, and if you want to be truly rewarded on the Day of Judgment. And imagine, in this life, we can hide things from people. But from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, neither we cannot hide here, and on the Day of Judgment, everything will be open. Allah tabarak wa ta'ala has mentioned, أَفَلَا يَعْلَمُ إِذَا بُعْثِرَ مَا فِي الْقُبُورِ وَحُصِّلَ مَا فِي الصُّدُورِ. Whatever you have in your heart, that will be taken out from there. What was the motive behind it? Allah tabarak wa ta'ala will ask. We cannot lie there. On the Day of Judgment, in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, no Allah, I did it for this reason, that reason. Allah knows exactly what is the reason. Remember, always try to be on the right path and try to correct our intention. Intentions are more important than our own action. Remember this. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us the tawfiq and the courage that we can practice this and we make our every daily actions turn into ibadahs. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونؤمن به ونتوكل عليه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهد الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، ونشهد أن سيدنا ونبينا محمدا عبده ورسوله. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. قال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم: أرحم أمتي بأمتي أبو بكر، وأشدهم في أمر الله عمر، وأصدقهم حياء عثمان، وأقضاهم علي، وفاطمة سيدة نساء أهل الجنة، والحسن والحسين سيدا شباب أهل الجنة، وحمزة أسد الله وأسد رسوله. اللهم اغفر للعباس وولده مغفرة ظاهرة وباطنة لا تغادر ذنبا، رضوان الله تعالى عليهم أجمعين. الله في أصحابي لا تتخذوهم غرضا من بعدي، فمن أحبهم فبحب أحبهم، ومن أبغضهم فببغض أبغضهم. اللهم أعز الإسلام والمسلمين، اللهم انصر الإسلام والمسلمين، اللهم اغفر لجميع المؤمنين والمؤمنات والمسلمين والمسلمات الأحياء منهم والأموات برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون. اذكروا الله يذكركم وادعوه يستجب لكم ولذكر الله أكبر والله يعلم ما تصنعون. أقيموا الصلاة.